Okay, imagine this. You get a message, but it's not from a friend. It's from the future. It's a blueprint for your life, sent back in time by the one person who knows you best, your 70-year-old self. Well, that's the exact thought experiment we're digging into today, a really specific set of instructions for a 23-year-old trying to figure things out in 2025.
I mean, really think about it. What would you even ask? Would you want to know all the mistakes to avoid? Or maybe just the secrets to getting ahead? It's that exact question that's at the heart of the very direct message we're about to break down.
So the source material for this whole explainer is, refreshingly direct. This isn't some sentimental, nostalgic look back at the past. There's no, oh, I wouldn't change a thing. Nope. It's a clear, tactical set of instructions. Think of it less like a fond memory and more like a pragmatic playbook for a 23-year-old just starting out.
So, what's the very first piece of advice from our future self? It all comes down to your career, and the advice is incredibly focused. Let's just call it the first pillar. You've got to master the machine.
Yeah, there's no messing around here. No ambiguity at all. The absolute #1 focus for a successful career, according to this 70-year-old, is software engineering. It's laid out as the path to follow. It's the one skill set that's completely non-negotiable. And this isn't some vague advice either. It gets super specific. It points to 3 key areas. First up, artificial intelligence. Not a huge surprise there, right? Second, any type of programming, which, covers all your foundational skills. And third, something called MCP servers. Honestly, I'd never heard of it before this.
So you're probably wondering, what in the world are MCP servers? Well, the source itself gives us the clues. They're described as a future go-to build system. Apparently, they need a lot of data for testing, and this is the key part. They sit right between the AI and your own resources. Mastering this specific thing is presented as a huge, huge advantage.
This quote right here really gets to the why behind all the technical advice. The fundamental idea is all about leverage. It's the power to program machines to do things for you or for other people. That, right there, according to our future self, is the absolute core of how you create value in the world.
Okay, so mastering the machine is the career path. Done. But what about, the rest of your life? Well, this second pillar of advice shifts gears from the professional to the personal, and it's all about building an unshakable foundation. Now, the approach to family and marriage here is laid out like a strict, step-by-step process. This isn't about finding romance first. It's about getting your resources in order first. So, step 1, become a man of means. Step 2, secure very, very good resources. And only then, once that financial foundation is totally solid, can you even think about step 3, being able to support a family. And get this, the source is so specific about the family size. 2. It then adds this critical note, not including my wife. So that sets an extremely high bar for your financial stability before marriage is even on the table.
This really paints a picture of the stark trade-offs this blueprint demands. The message is crystal clear. Avoid distractions like going to nightclubs, and whatever you do not become a father if you don't have the means. The one and only goal is building resources. Everything else has to come second.
All right, so when we put these 2 pillars together, what does the big picture look like? Let's zoom out for a second and look at the complete blueprint this advice creates for a 23-year-old trying to make their way in 2025. And here it is, all laid out. For your career, you got to become an expert in software engineering, programming, and AI. For your finances, you need to become a man of means with really substantial resources. And for your family, you have to see financial security not just as a nice goal, but as the absolute prerequisite to starting one. It's a disciplined, step-by-step, and incredibly focused way to approach life. So this has been a really fascinating peek into one possible message from your future self. It's direct, maybe it even sounds a little rigid, but it definitely provides a clear strategy, which of course brings us right back to that original question. After hearing this whole blueprint, it really makes you wonder, what would your 70-year-old self tell you to do right now? What would your 2 pillars for success be?